Yeah, that's it. Third round stoppage by Paul Gallen. It was a little scary there for a minute. We're here Thursday morning here in the States, 7:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, September the 15th, 2022. Paul Gallen has fought two fighters in one night. One, Ben Haney, who he went four rounds with, 4 2-minute rounds for both of these fights, in which he got a decision. This fight, he was dropped. There was an illegal punch. And overall, it was, the fight. Here's what's he doing? He's pushing his trainer. Here, let's talk for a little minute. So, me and my colleague Big J, we've been talking about this for months, about how, like, Paul Gallen, NRL player, has been burnt out. Let's go look at the stoppage. But if you look at his schedule, for a 41-year-old man, 13-2-1 now. Look at this, wild. He's fought. This will be his 5th fight, even though 2 of them went in one night, in something like the last 15 months or so. For example, he fought, let's just go back and look at his 2021 schedule up until now. And he's also playing somewhat of lead, even though it's a no-limit promotional event on a main event pay-per-view in Australia. Still, he is the co-promoter. So he fought Lucas Brown back in April of 2021. June of 2021, fought Justice Haney, in which he ended Justice Haney Olympic hopes. In December 2022, he fought Darcy Lusick. When he fought this guy earlier this year, Chris Terveski, I was like, that's it. Like, dude is burnt out. Dude needs a break. Then tonight, on the 15th of September, Ben Haney then got an hour break. He did have a little cut over his, his left eye, and took an hour break. And now he just stopped Justin Hodges in 2. Both of these guys, they're glorified exhibitions on pay-per-view. That's it. Paul Gallen, he's able to sell pay-per-views because why do they keep giving them to him? So he must have some marketing, ability to him, and he's able to sell tickets because the event was sold out. So me and my colleague Big J are going to do a more in-depth video on the card. Let's listen to the particulars. Because I didn't get down until the Joseph Goodall fight. So I missed the card, and I was watching highlights on Twitter. By the way, follow me on Twitter at T Street Controversy and the FightView360 Boxing Podcast, available on all of your podcast listening platforms. But let's listen in.
Let's make it official.
I knew it was all over for Justin Hodges when he came out to Soulja Boy. I was like, that's it. He's cooked. But by the way, I agree. The way this Paul Gallen looking, he looks so burnt out. Sonny Bill will put a boot in his ass.
Two warriors! The end comes at 1 minute and 40 seconds into the 3rd round.
Look at him.
Referee Tony Kettlewell calls a stop to this contest for your winner by TKO, fighting out of the blue corner, Paul Gallen!
I have no issues with the stoppage. But by the way, they were saying that if Hodges would have won, there was $1 million rematch clause. So how much did that Hodges would have made? Jeez. So how much is Paul Gallen making?
This evening.
That was really tough. Getting up again was probably harder than I thought it was going to be honest. And Hodjo and Ben Ant were both better than I thought they could be. Hodjo, I got jobbed off Herman Purcell in my first ever fight. Other than that, Haney sort of dropped me, the semi-slip dropped me. Other than that, that's the first one I've been put down by a shot that had absolutely stung me and rocked my brain. So got me fair and square, man. It took me 5 seconds to get up and make sure I was okay. Suck some deep breaths in. So good shot. I don't know what it was. I'll watch it back, but yeah, good shot.
Did he surprise you in the start of that fight because he was boxing really well with some slick shots?
Oh, look, all the trash talking, that's part and parcel of it, and we mean it at the time. And look, we can tell by the way we just fought, we mean it. But Hodges a great athlete, and like I know boxers don't like footy players jump in here, but Rugby league players are good athletes, man. They're good, and one thing about rugby league players, they're tough as nails. Every single one of them, no matter where you are. And Hodges and Benny Hannett both proved that tonight. And probably Benny Hannett surprised me a little bit more than Hodges. I knew Hodges an athlete. Have a look at him.
Hojo.
6'2" or 3", and he's always been a good athlete. So he didn't shock me what he could do, but Benny Hannett probably did a little bit. And Hodges was good, as I said, mate. Fair and square, dropped me.
What do you do from here, Gal? Because you've just fought two blokes in one night and beaten them both ultimately. Where do you go from here?
Oh, look, I'm ready to retire, man. I'm 41. I've definitely had enough. I'm right at the back end. I've been doing this since I've been 18 years old, you know. I've got one fight left of my contract, and Hodges just asked if I'll give him a rematch, and I said yeah. So that's up to No Limit, and that's up to you boys. But Hodges asked for a rematch. I won't be over 2-minute rounds. I'll be more 6-3s, which is fair enough. And we'll be doing it in Sydney. I've done this one in Queensland. We'll be doing the next one in Sydney.
How do you feel about that rematch?
Negotiations have just taken place at centre ring. I guess I'll go to Justin Hodges. Congratulations on your performance. I'll ask you about this fight first of all. What happened out there? Everything.
Yeah, full credit to Gallen. I know we said a lot of shit during the week, but that's the sport of boxing. You got to talk crap. So the reason why all these fans come out here know, but man, he's a one hell of a competitor. You know, I played against him in league for a long time. I watched him in boxing. He's just the ultimate professional. He's a hard man to hit.
Well, you've asked him for a rematch. He's already accepted, but he wants to do 6 3-minute rounds. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, look, I don't care, man. I know the ref's got a job to do. There's no way in the world I was hurt. It was absolutely crap. But I'm an ultimate professional. I take it on the chin. If Gal wants to do 6 3-minute rounds, it's up to Matty, up to George. I want a rematch because that was bullshit.
Okay. Congratulations on your performance. I guess we go now to George Rose. We've just negotiated it all. You just need to sign off, don't you?
Hey, look, the job's done. Hey, I asked for entertainment from them tonight, and they absolutely brought it. Fantastic achievement from Gal tonight. 2 fights in one night.
I like George Rose. Very aggressive promoter.
If they're ready to go mid-November, I'm happy to put that on as a headliner because I want some more fireworks like that.
What a night we've seen. Did you expect it to be quite like this when we thought about this for a concept? 2 fights in one night and everything else that has happened in this ring tonight.
Benny Hannett was absolutely amazing. I thought he fought fantastic. Got some great shots on Gal. That was a great fight. The Reynolds-Quinlan-Jack Bowen fight absolutely set up the night. Everybody stepped in and performed tonight. This is what I want from our fighters. The crowd got behind everyone. I really appreciate it. We love being here in Brisbane, but we've got a show mid-November. I want to get these guys on there.
Let's see if we can do it again. Congratulations to Paul Gallen, to Justin Hodges, and to Ben Hannett. What a night.
I mean, see, here's the thing. Let me mute this. Here's the thing. If I wasn't so used to fights like this coming from Australian boxing, then I would be like, it ain't worth no rematch. But this shit is over there. Apparently, like, this stuff sells, you know? So, and we're talking on the Australian boxing level. I wouldn't be opposed to a rematch because it's like, well, it is Australian boxing. This is what they do, and Paul Gallen was in some trouble. But Paul Gallen, being the better boxer, dug deep, tucked his head in and went straight in for the kill and became the pressure fighter and got Justin Hodges out of there, especially after that knockdown. So Justin does have some danger to Paul Gallen, but I don't know if he's going to be able to survive 6 3-minute rounds against Paul Gallen. But one thing for sure is Paul Gallen is looking older and slower each and every one of these fights. Each and every one of these fights. Take a time out, like the video, subscribe. I'm T Street Controversy with FightView360.